I have here another leaking F-150. This one is a 2018. This one happens to be a Raptor, but it doesn't really matter. The cab is the same. The complaint was right front floor is wet, and it was flooded, and as you can see, this is at a dealership, and they pulled the carpet up to dry it. All right, so you can see down in here, it's kind of dirty. And now this is pollen season here, and you can see right there, see that yellow right there? Right there, that's pollen where water's come in. Well, where water has come in, and I've already diagnosed this. It was pretty quick. I've seen quite a few of these. This isn't probably the most common leak, but it is a reasonably frequent occurrence, I would say. So water is coming out of this cavity, right? Let me see if I make sure. All right, here's the fuse block, right front floor. This is basically the bottom of the A-pillar. Now, I'm not sure exactly what you would call that cavity, but there's an open cavity in here, and it's got a foam bottom. And you can kind of see, you see that streak right there? I'm gonna move it away. It's right there. See that streak? That's dirt where it's been coming out of there. And I can't really show you. I don't think I can anyway. Let me try. All right. Nah, it's not going to show up. Anyway, you can look down in there with the flashlight, and you can see it's dirty. And it's filling up with water, and it spills over. And you can see that little streak right there. That's pretty much plain as day right there. Right there. And that's dirt. That's where it fills up this little cavity, spills over. And once it fills up and starts spilling over, oh, it's on then. It's going to leak. And I'm going to show you where it's coming from. The short of it is there are a couple of little body plugs down at the front side of that panel behind the fender. I'm not sure you're going to be able to see them here, but let's see if we can. Let me swap hands with my flashlight here. All right, let's see. I can get down in there and all right. There, we can almost see. There it is. All right. You can see. This is hard to do. There we go. Now we're getting somewhere. All right. Right. There it is. Right there. There is there it is. See it? See that little square hole? There's that one, and there's another one farther down. They're supposed to have a rubber plug in them. I've seen this both ways. I've seen the rubber plug be completely missing like these two are, and I've seen them just be like halfway pushed in, and it's just a little rubber grommet. There's nothing to it. Getting to it's a little something, but it would be a lot easier if this wasn't a Raptor. But what I'm going to have to do is pull this inner fender liner and just come up with either another grommet or maybe a piece of what I may use is a piece of butyl backed foil tape, and just plug the hole off. So what happens is water comes down the windshield, goes down in there, and runs across those holes and runs inside the cavity and just fills the car up. And why in the world this thing is a 2018 and it's missing both of them right now? Clearly by how dirty the floor is, they've been out for a while, but I don't know if they've been out since 2018, but they've been out for a while. I mean, look at that. See that nastiness right there? A little bit of rustiness. What that's from is from the clip, from the scuff plate that goes, the metal clip that goes down there. It's been wet enough water. They told me that when this came in, you can see the line right there. You see the line, it had at least that much water in there, and they said they bought it at the auction, and it was sloshing. So it was full of water, and which obviously, I guess it is. Anyway, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull that inner fender and I'm going to cover up those holes. That's a pretty easy fix. It's not bad. On a regular F-150 that's not a Raptor, it's way easier. But basically the fix, which I'm not going to be able to do on camera, basically the fix would be to take these, are little 7 millimeters, I believe. Take these out, pull this inner fender off. I may have to pull I'm not really sure. I've not done this on a Raptor, but I'm going to pull this inner fender out and get my hand in there, and I'll be able to, I may have some grommets in my box, and I may just use foil tape with a butyl backing, which will be permanent. Anyway, you cover up those holes, the leak goes away, truck doesn't get wet anymore. Questions, comments, let me know. I may add to this video if I can access this without, sometimes I can only get this enough to get my arm up in there and I really can't get my camera, but we'll see. Anyway, questions, comments, thanks. Turns out there is a little bit more to this video. All right, I've got the inner fender pulled out a little bit. I'm not gonna be able to show you fixing it, but there is one at the lower one of those holes. You see it right there. And the other one is on up there a little ways. You saw it from the top. So I'm gonna reach in here. I'm gonna take a rag, paper towel with some brake clean on it, wipe her off around it, and I'm gonna put a little square of butyl backed tape. This is just butyl foil tape, butyl back, and it'll go on there and it'll be permanent. So anyway, I'm going to do it and then show you a picture of the final repair. And there it is, covered up, and I did the one on the top too. That was a reach from here. Like I said, this would be a lot easier if this was not a Raptor, because the regular F-150s don't have these fender opening moldings. But that's it. That's all it is. It will absolutely flood a floorboard. Now, if you still had the actual grommets in place, you could just pull them out and seal them. But this one didn't have it, and I didn't have anything. So that's what I did. All right, now I'm actually done. Questions, comments, let me know.